Howdy folks, I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. Welcome back to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I got it out that time. Let's take on Thanos with Iron Man and Frank West. Thanos is all pissy because Iron Man figured out that he was being betrayed by Death and Jeddah, and he doesn't like knowing that. Alright, time to teleport, which is what I want to do. There we go, yeah! I like how that works. So I need to make sure I keep that going, so whenever I get a full charge, or a hyper gauge, I go ahead and use that time to get behind it. Let's give Iron Man a little break here. And it didn't work because I didn't get behind him. Alright, let's see what this does. And I beat him with Frank West after all.
No way. I can't believe he actually did it.
We beat
Knew you could do it, buddy.
We won!
I would expect nothing less of the Infinity Stone. But our time here is at an end.
I wonder if it's because I actually beat him with Frank West or we got that cutscene. If I had switched to Iron Man and beat him, if it had been different.
Why?
Stark! Hey, it's true what they say. Love hurts.
Indeed. And you shall all share my pain.
What a shock. The bad guy betrayed us.
I'm disappointed, Father. Your betrayal lacks its usual flair.
Okay.
Yet still, you were fool enough to trust me, daughter. Ready.
Oh, and I'm playing as Thanos now. Okay. I thought it was going to be the other way around. Oh, it's a 2-on-1. This time I'm the one. Okay. Yeah, that I didn't expect.
Level 2.
Damn it. If they're switching when I'm using the time zone to my advantage, they keep switching, so I can't canceling out my chance to use my hyper attack. There we go, there's some damage doing there. Now she turned around, so we're able to block it. It's a little too slow.
Back for your life!
Cutting in.
Good.
Cutting in.
Damn it. Come on, here we go. Nope. Oh, I did get a hit in it. Alright, there we go. She's down. Now it's just me and Ryu.
On your place! Sovereign decree!
There we go. Oh, jump over that. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This is going to be a hard fight because this guy is good. Ow! Case in point right there. Oh, let's block. Oh, come on, really? That's not fair. Yeah, he blocked it. Damn it. I need a little more power. Never mind. So I'm going to get a little bit more on that time stone. I'd use the Infinity Surge against Ryu there, but I got them both.
Your device is complete, as is mine. The technology of Able City never fails to impress.
Did he just change his hand?
The Satsui no Hado, a dark power from another realm. You are not worthy of this gift. And now, I must take my leave of you.
I can't allow you to leave with the stone. You've already taken enough.
You have nothing more to offer. Keep it. I have no use for this pebble. This is what I came here for.
The next time I see you, I will kill you.
You will try.
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Okay?
Were you? I'm all right. My thoughts are clear. I feel at peace.
Why does that give me a bad feeling?
Dark. We should go.
Guys, we're late for the party. Come on, it's time for a grand entrance.
All right. Bonk.
Tell us, what did you hope to achieve here? Perhaps a diversion while your ally Dante retrieves the Soul Stone from the Dark Kingdom? Did you think we didn't know? Are you hoping he'll swoop in at the last moment and rescue you?
Well, he did beat Jeddah.
We're afraid it's not going to happen. Your friend is already here. And the Soul Stone is ours.
Sorry, guys. Were you waiting on me?
You've betrayed us.
Yeah, I can live with that. You won't.
Oh, that I didn't see.
Heroes, we admire your spirit. Now, with the Soul Stone, we'll take it from you. What's happening to us?
Only the most noble of souls are strong enough to bear the power of the Soul Stone. And you've got no soul. No way to channel the stone's power.
Because they're both machines. Both Sigma.
I'd take a step back if I were you.
Both Sigma and Ultros are machines.
Dante, where are you going? We must return the favor.
Dante!
We cannot be destroyed. We are perfect. We are Ultron Omega.
Spidey, the stone!
I'm on it.
Thor, destroy them.
Thor!
I am not your puppet, Ultron Omega. You took my will and my strength, but you shall not have my soul.
He used a soul stone to purify his. So is the soul stones we're going to use to purify the rest of the world that was infected by the Sigma virus?
Ultron Omega, you shall pay for the evil you have wrought upon my people.
Good, evil. We have transcended such limited concepts.
Yeah? We'll transcend this!
Ready.
Defeat Ultron Omega before Dante's vitality is reduced to 0. Oh good, another timed fight. And I'm fighting against a giant green bar on the right. Is this the final fight? Let's find out. Right now. Okay, I can switch between Infinity Stones. Okay, power's 1 on 1 anyway.
Fight.
Nice try. Nice try.
All I'm doing is just combo punching. I mean, it's not that hard to do. Doesn't seem to block either, so let's do this.
Target lock.
Got a lot of health left, so I'll just keep going. Dante's health's down to half. There we go, we got... Oh, wait, why we stopped him? Why did the screen stop for a second? Okay. I guess we gotta beat him down to a certain point, then we gotta get a cutscene. Okay, I saved Dante. That's good.
Special delivery for Ultron Sigma. My, haven't you grown? X, ready?
It's a power stone. We recognize it as purple.
You think you're good enough?
That's our cue. Everyone, cover X!
Okay, what's the trick to this one?
You shall feel our wrath. Kneel before your god.
I've met a lot of gods, Ultron Omega. You're not even in my top 10.
Let's get the party started.
Ready.
This battle you can press R3 3 Infinity Stones. Okay, probably except power because Mega Man has the power stones. Soul time, yeah, soul and time. That's all we can change to. Now he's blocking. Okay, he was blocking. I was like, well, this has got to point us to fight now, isn't it? Oh, okay, now we've got to fight some of these things. Okay. Bringing somebody a little bit faster than Captain Marvel here. Alright, land. Come on, give me a chance to attack here. Okay, apparently I'm not supposed to do that. Wow, okay, let's switch to Marvel for a while. Ooh. Now he's blocking again. take these guys out now. I do like this not really multi-form boss, but this multi-phase boss we're doing here. Very interesting. Kind of reminds me of many RPG bosses where you have multiple forms and stuff. I need to try using the block instead.
Power blaster!
I'm gonna stay here and block until I'm out of this. And I figure out what the space stone does. It locks me in a small place, and I'm not allowed to move ever. So I'll just stay blocking until I'm free.
You're gonna feel this! Power blaster!
I'll build up our gauge here. Ouch. This is like a marvel. Alright, now let's do this.
Here it comes! You're gonna feel this! Power blaster!
I'm just blocking there, that's fine. We're going to build up our gauge here. Gauge this one, got the opportunity, get a little extra damage in there. While he's weakened, let's do it again. Nope, we don't have power out. 2 more hits. Let's do it again.
You're gonna feel this! Power blaster!
Almost got him. And there we go.
Now, pass the stones to X. Perfect. I call this baby the Infinity Buster. Let it rip, kid.
So I got a feeling Thanos is going to get in the way of this. He can't. Hold it straight, buddy. Hold it straight, kid. Oh, wow.
Heroes, lend me your strength. I will channel it into him. You all right?
Ultron Sigma?
Destroyed.
Are you sure?
It's over.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's good to have you back, Thor.
Thank you, my friend. Call me Iron Man again, and I'll crush you.
Where's Thanos?
On the wind. Jeddah?
Jeddah saw things my way. Eventually.
You took a hell of a risk giving the Soul Stone to Ultron Sigma.
Nah.
So, what the hell happened?
We won?
Yeah, I get that. But with Ultron Sigma gone, shouldn't things go back to the way they were? No.
Right. Time rewinds, the universes separate, the dead come back to life, etc., etc.
This universe was forged with the space and reality stones. Only by their power could we undo all that's been done. And the reality stone is cracked.
Then I guess we're stuck with each other. Huh?
Rocket.
What? I was just gonna, take him for safekeeping.
The stones are too dangerous to be borne by any one of us.
And between the heroes of both dimensions, we must share this burden. There shall be 6 custodians of the stones. 2 entrusted to Earth, 2 to X-God, and 2 to the Dark Kingdom. I pray that we never again need call upon their power. But if that day comes, we shall be ready.
So what do we do now?
We rebuild. We honor the dead.
How?
By protecting our new world. Together.
We're still looking at a potential sequel here because we never defeated Thanos. And there we go. That is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. That's the storyline of it anyway. Kind of leaning toward a bit of a like I said, a bit of a sequel there because of the fact that Thanos left, but we never actually defeated him. So there's potential for a sequel there. Wouldn't surprise me. I guess I just get to my review because it's credits time. Story was pretty good. I would say it's definitely better than what Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe's story was, which is essentially this is the same type of game, taking 2 universes and combining them together to make them fight each other. The difference being was Mortal Kombat and the DC universe. Each of the teams from their own universes fought against their other universe. So all the Mortal Kombat guys and all the DC guys teamed up on their own sides and then ended up fighting each other. And then their leaders, if you will, Superman for the DC and Raiden for the Mortal Kombats, teamed together against the final boss. Whereas here, they all teamed up from the very beginning. I mean, there was some obviously a little bit of fighting in between them sometimes, like when they initially Iron Man didn't want them to release Thanos, so he tried to fight to stop them and things of that sort. And most of the time, it was the bad team fighting against everybody else. You had Ultron Sigma working with for a little bit for Doctor Strange's enemy. What is it, Draguna, whatever his name was. You had Jeddah. Another interesting part of the story was they included the stones, which I thought was a nice little extra feature that they incorporated really, really well. Not only they incorporated into the storyline for how vital each of the stones were, but also were able to incorporate it into the game itself, into the actual gameplay, the fighting aspect of it, to really improve the fighting system there. So, overall storyline, very, very good. I would say it's very good. Like I said, they have room for a sequel there, so I can't wait to see that if they do one. I'd love to play it. Now, to the technical aspect of it, start with graphics. Very, very, very good graphics, both in the rendered cutscenes and in the fighting system, the actual fighting game itself. Looked very, very good. All the characters looked. I mean, the ones that I knew, they looked very much like their original counterparts. Chris Redfield, Mega Man, Zero, all the ones that I recognized, I was able to recognize because I knew them because they looked so much like their original game counterparts. And the reason I keep referring to the game counterparts is because I know more of the Capcom games than I would the Marvel superheroes. That's why I was surprised to find out that Captain Marvel was female. Because the only Captain Marvel I knew, granted it's a different universe, it's DC, Captain Marvel in the DC universe is a male. So I was like, what the hell? So a little bit of surprise there. And then, of course, Doctor Strange didn't really look like... they were going with the comic book appearance. I'm pretty sure they did. Because he didn't quite look like Benedict Cumberbatch to me from the movie, which, well, I mean, I haven't seen it, but I know the character. I saw like previews of the movie, so I know of it. So overall, the graphics, the fighting was good. Again, my only complaint about, I say again, this is a common issue that I've had with fighting. What I don't like is when you actually make a connection, the game really briefly freezes just for that brief moment when it actually shows a connect, when actually you make a connection, and I don't like that in a fighting game. It's a slight little irritation that I'm able to overlook because sometimes it's just going to happen in many fighting games. But for the most part, I really don't like it. I really don't. It's just it's something that it kind of breaks up the smoothness, the smooth flow of the fighting, in my opinion. The controls were actually pretty good. I appreciated the fact they gave newbies like me the cheat button, if you will, to be able to just pull the two triggers to initiate an easy hyper attack. Whereas I was trying to, for the more advanced attacks, I still had to actually input those commands, which for me is impossible to do. There's no way I was going to be able to remember everybody's super move and be able to execute it when I wanted to. And then with my luck, with as poor as I am at it, it ended up being like, say, I'd be in the air when I initiated the attack, and the attack was pointing toward the ground, and I'd miss the characters, I miss the enemy or something like that. So I'm not really fond of those kind of techniques. I usually have a set amount of buttons that I press, and that's what I stick to. So I don't try to learn too many advanced stuff. Especially considering I'm not going to be playing this game beyond the story. I'm not going to go into any tournament modes. I'm sure it's not going to play this online against other people. So this is really all I need to know is what's the punch and kick buttons and how to move. Maybe occasionally a few extra moves I can like pull the double triggers to get the hyper move and that kind of thing. Other than that, that's it. As far as the controls scheme goes, it was very good. Sounds. Well, what can you say about the sounds? I mean, it's a fighting game. What kind of how unique could a fighting game sounds be? So it wasn't bad. I thought it sounded pretty good. Again, no music because I don't have it on. The graphics outside of the characters, all the areas looked really, really good. Both in the cutscenes and again in the fighting engine itself. It was just really, really overall a really good game. What do we got here? We got a little extra scene here. Here's Death and Jeddah again.
Have you come seeking forgiveness, my love?
There's Thanos.
Retribution.
Thanos, there is no power that can harm me.
In your universe, perhaps. The Satsui no Hado has conquered gods, and demons, and death. We shall see.
And there's your sequel teaser. I don't really have too many complaints about the game. I mean, other than the only complaint that I mentioned before was the issues that I didn't like the fact that the game pauses briefly when you're punching and kicking and stuff. There was hardly any technical issues I had. I didn't really, except for a couple of fights, I really didn't have any issues with the difficulty level. I didn't have any trouble fighting enemies and then losing to them too many times. There was a couple of issues I had. Other than that, I thought it was a very, very well done game. Looks good. The game played well. So that's pretty much all I got to say about it. It was a very fun game. I enjoyed it. If there is a sequel that comes out, I'll play the sequel. Until then, check out the other fighting games I've done in the past, which is at this point was just Mortal Kombat 9 and 10 and Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. I apologize for my roommates laughing in the background. They're enjoying themselves over there. Check out the playlist of other fighting games I've done. Check out the entire playlist of this game. And don't forget to like and subscribe to see the other things that I've done, other of shooting games, naval warfare strategy games, naval warfare simulations, lots of other stuff that I've done on my channel. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. This has been Marvel vs. Comcast. Fuck! Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. I'm Scoryth, the fuck up Renegade, and I'll see you later.